late last year I was contacted by a company called the Gene Paul Music Company, and they are based in America, and they said to me, Trent, we sell a range of instruments. If we send you one of our trumpets, would you be interested in doing a review on it? And naturally I said yes. So you can see a video of my original review up here, or by clicking on the link in the description. However, that was 6 or 7 months ago. And as that was an instrument that at the time I recommended, I wanted to create a follow-up video just to share my thoughts now that I've been able to play this instrument for the past 6 months fairly frequently. And so this video is really going to be saying, is this still worth my recommendation? And so the first thing I want to talk about is the valves. The valves still operate every bit as nicely as they did when they come out of the factory. However, how they feel under the fingers is only one part of the story. If we want to see how valves are really operating, then what we need to do is actually take a look. Do I see any scratch marks on here? Do I see any pitting? Do I see any signs of corrosion? And the answer to that honestly is no, I don't. I don't see any gouges. I don't see any parts where the valve looks like it's rubbed because either the valve or the casing is out of alignment. I don't see any tails of black residue, which would be something that would be left over, either left over from the manufacturing process or would be produced if the valve was rubbing up in such a way that it was causing bits of metal to be shaved off the inside of the instrument, and I don't see that. So that's something that's really good. The valves, even though they've only been in use for 6 months, they seem to be pretty reliable, and as I've just shown with the first valve, it is exactly the same story for the second and third valve. Do the tuning slides still operate? Well, yes they do. They still go in and out every bit as nicely as the day they were as the day I received it. There is some sign of tarnish on the bits of the tuning slide that have been exposed to the ear. However, you expect that. You expect that sort of thing, and a little bit of silvo or brasso would clean that up very nicely. But in examining those bits of sort of oxidization, do I see any signs of red rot? Do I see any signs of pitting or some actual substantial damage to the quality of the brass as opposed to just some mere discoloration? And the answer to that is no, I do not. The third valve tuning slide operates every bit as well as it should, and so does the first tuning slide. And so I'm actually really surprised, to be genuinely surprised. I have experience with quite a lot of Chinese instruments, and whilst they may, or in some cases may not, look very nice out of the case, they don't stand up to any playability tests. I reviewed a fake Bach Stradivarius trumpet some time ago that fits that description perfectly. It looked gorgeous out of the box, but out of the box a month later, all of the surfaces were corroded and it looked quite disgusting. It felt disgusting under the fingers too. Whereas this trumpet actually seems to still play up nice. So I recommended this instrument when I created that video however many months ago it was, and I still recommend it now. Now if you are of American or Canadian inclination and can therefore purchase direct from the Gene Paul website, I believe if you still use the code Trent Hamilton, all one word, as in Trent Hamilton without a space in it, not Trent Hamilton all one word as a code, but if you use Trent Hamilton without a space in the middle as the code, you'll actually still get $15 off if you wanted to buy one of these. So just a quick follow-up video. I recommended this instrument 6 months ago, or however many months ago it was, and I still recommend it now. I play this very frequently, and any signs of wear and tear that would cause concern would have definitely showed up by now. So I have no hesitation in recommending this for anyone that's a bit more serious than just needing a beginner student level instrument. This is definitely a step up from the student level instruments, but will be a great investment in my opinion. Thanks for watching.